Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So, as you know, this is explanatory on the language exchange, and I am Darren, and the project manager at the EMI Center, College of Education. And today, because we are a EMI office, and so in the following maybe 20 minutes, I will be covering those different parts. So first part, I will mention about what is EMI, and then and what to expect in the language exchange program, and the time and place and the partnership or the exchange, and finally the financial support and the question and answering part. So what is EMI? EMI means English as a medium of instruction. So this is what the College of Education and the Chung Cheng University is going on now. We are offering lots of um, English professional course, but taught in English. Okay, taught under English, and we are in the progressing, and we are very honored to be just um, not much of the university around Taiwan can receive a financial aid from the MOE, and we are very proud of being one of them. So, in the EMI program, we are hoping to offer our students some overseas and international experiences. So, the language exchange is one of the parts, and we also um, intended to offer the overseas exchange or internship, but due to the coronavirus situation, we are probably having a problem of doing that. And we also open the online courses in the College of Education, if you don't know. So what we are going to do is we are trying to create a international atmosphere around the campus, and by doing this, we are trying to implement a lot of new stuff like the language exchange or the EMI course offering or the internship and a lot of things. It's because we want to raise the competitiveness for our students in their future career. So, what's our goal in the 22 to 23 academic year? We are intended to raise our students' English level to B2 proficiency for around 30%. And for our students to take at least 20% of the credits from EMI, and to open 39 EMI courses. That's our goal, a part of it. And this is the MOE's goal. Okay, everyone, just take a look. I'm not going to take too much time on this. So, what to expect in the English, in the language exchange? So, as I mentioned, and I believe most of you have quite very high level of English ability. And since this is an EMI office, and we absolutely welcome every language to do the exchange, but we might focus mainly on the English because this is um, the most used language around the world. And of course, when you are trying to, maybe you are a native German speaker, but in Taiwan, not much of people can speak German. So maybe in the exchange, in the process of exchange, you might need some assistant of other language. So might be in Mandarin, might be in English. But we are hoping to create a more okay, someone joined in. But we are hoping to create a more international um, environment, atmosphere. So in the program, we are expecting that most of you can use a fluent English in communication or in exchange for your culture or your lifestyle in your native country, your native land. That's it. So very simple. And about the time and the place, well, actually, I've booked a place at the College of Education, but if you don't want to come here, because I understand not much of you are from the College of Education, so you might not very understand or familiar with the building, since you know the every building has its own structure. So you might know where it is, and if you want a different time and different menu, we can you can schedule your own time and your own place, and we'll have a time schedule and the whole list, and we'll announce to the students so that they can choose when and where. All right. And about the partnership and exchange, like I just mentioned, that we are hoping that you can use maybe mainly English to communicate, to share your experience, to share your lifestyle in back in your country, or maybe assist our students in any way, and they can do the exchange back with Mandarin or other language, I guess. So, but mainly in English. Okay, mainly in English. And about the financial support, we are hoping to giving you, um, the whole. Well, we are planning that the English exchange, the time period will be 1 hour. But if you want to extend it to 2 hours or more, that's okay. That's okay. And for 1 hour rates, it's $300 Taiwan dollar, not USD, 300 Taiwan dollars for 1 hour. Okay, so if you do it 2 hours per session, then that's 600. So that's so on. And about how you can get the financial support, as you need to go onto a system, and like part-time workers in around student part-time workers in the university. You go on the system, and you fill in the blanks, because based on the current rate of Taiwan's, it's 168. So if you let's say if you in October, you you have undergo 6 hour of the English exchange program, language exchange program, then you just divide the whole rates into 168. Okay. So if you are interested in this program, and if you are really doing this, and I think at the bottom of the month, if you have problem, you can write data or you can call me, and I will explain it to you. Okay, so you don't, no worries. Okay, so here's the Q&A part, and well, we are on 10:15, so we have bunch of time for your question and answer. So, all right, bring up. Okay. Hi, Ricky.
Hi, Darren. Thank you for the explanations. I have two questions. Number one, what do you basically want us to do? Us like here refers to international students because I still don't get what you're trying to imply, what you want us to do as international students. Do you want us to hold like language exchange cafe or what? What kind of activities do you want us to do? That's the first question. Second
Okay.
questions. You mentioned about the financial support.
Mm-hmm.
What is this money for? Is this money? I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't get it. Is this like, do you want us to use this money to organize the activity? For example, if we introduce our respective home countries, do you want us to use this money to buy something related to our home country, for example, the snacks and the foods? Or will this money go into our personal bank account, like in a way, like I would say, it's like our part-time job? I don't know.
Right. So about your first one, well, you are doing a language exchange, so you can well, just like a normal English, normal language exchange, and you can schedule your own time, you can schedule your own place, and about the pay, right, the financial support, it will go into your personal account. So you can do whatever you want. You can buy food, you can buy anything related to the subject you are about to talk, or you can just use PowerPoint. That's okay. And yeah. Okay, anyone? Omar, do you have any question? Okay,
Okay.
it's
Hello. Can you
hello.
hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Dr. Shai. Well, my question is, where is the location of your office at the education building? And
Oh,
the room number, or you are yet to get a place?
okay. I will type my room here.
And also the second question, I think, is relating to what Ricky just asked. For example, what are we going to support the international, or is it local students or international students?
Oh, it would be local students for
Local.
the English for the language exchange.
Okay. So in
Yes.
addition to the language exchange, I think we are also, can we also support them on like proofreading? Because I saw something like that on their email.
I'm sorry. Pardon.
I mean, like, are we going to also support them to help them proofread their articles and maybe thesis and so on? Because I saw that in the email you sent.
Well, we do not provide a financial support for our students, but we do provide. We are planning to provide some incentives, like maybe coupons if they come to if they join this language exchange program for
Oh,
enough time or um, period, that maybe at the end of the semester we're giving them maybe 500 coupons on the bookstores, something like that.
okay, it's okay. I understand that. My question is like, what are some of the things we're going to do? Because is it only the language exchange where we can just prepare something to introduce ourselves to them, our country, and or is it that we can also help them to proofread their articles?
Oh yes. That's another question that I do wrote
Yeah.
some emails to some of you guys, because that's another part. The language exchange program is language exchange program, and the proofreading part is another program. So that's different. And for the proofreading parts, that we do need students who are have a high level of English ability in the academic level, and we prefer, like, if you were if the English is your native language or the official language of your country, we prefer students to do this, because as we know that most of students that need this proofreading session are generally in the graduate. They are graduate students, so that might require a high level in the academic English ability.
Yeah, yeah, okay. I got it. Thanks.
Okay, Naomi, you want to say something?
Hi, yes, good morning again. I just have a question. I'm a new student to the ELMD program, and you mentioned that it would be something like a part-time job. So would I need to get a work permit for this?
Oh well, if you have a work permit, that's fine.
Okay.
Do you have a work permit?
No, no, I just came in August, so I don't have a
Yes.
work permit as it.
All right. Okay, I'll figure this out. Okay, I'll figure
Okay.
this out.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Mm, Hi, I can help anybody who needs a work permit since I have been doing it for a while now. So if anybody needs help, I can explain the procedure. Everything is online, and there is a payment of 100 NT that you can do at the post office. So it is not complicated. The only thing in person is the payment, the rest is online, and also the work permit arrives directly to your email address. So it's quite easy. I do have a question because I noticed that everybody is surprised about the program. I'm not that surprised because I used to be in a different university in Taiwan, and they already had this program. So I'm familiar with the idea. Um, is it so that it's like an excuse? We can talk about our country, we can talk about any kind of topics,
Yes.
just to give the students an opportunity to listen to something in English. Am I correct? Because that is what I used to be in my previous university. So there was an activity, and I would pick the topic, and then after a while, I let the students pick the topic, and we would discuss it. And it's just an opportunity to speak English. Am I correct?
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct. Thank
So
you.
it's the same program. And so, what is the top of hours that we can use during the month? So if we accept this as a job, um, what is the minimum amount of hours that we need to do during the month, and what is the top?
Okay, so the maximum hour is 40 hours. So, well, we do suggest that under 40 hours or um, just under 40 hours or maybe 41, 42 hours is okay. But since the pay for the language exchange is 300 New Taiwan dollar per hour, so that might be like 20 or maybe 15 to 20 hours for your the program per month.
Okay, got it. May I ask you another question?
Yes.
Okay. So when I did it in my previous university,
Mm-hmm.
the reason why students would attend, because unfortunately most students don't want to attend, but the reason why they were forced in a way to attend was because when they failed their English exams, by attending my classes they would gain points,
Mm-hmm.
and those points would make up for the test that they failed. So that was the motivation. And in this case, because we can offer like 1 hour of language exchange, okay, but what about if nobody attends? So you're talking about coupons, and so about knowing the students, I don't know if that's going to work, but otherwise, what is the motivation for them to show up so that we can be sure if we organize something that we will have people there?
Well, that's a good question. So, we're asking for your schedule, and then we'll send to our students. We'll announce it, and if anyone who's interested in the in the time period, if they are comfortable for the time period, they can come, and we offer incentive, and we are trying to make sure they'll be there. All right.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes, yes, got it.
All right. Anybody have any question?
And excuse me, Darren, if we have more questions, may we send you simply an email?
Okay, you can send me an email. Yes. And Elizabeth, I'm sorry that I do receive a message from you, but I don't know where it goes. And if you have time, you can stay
Yeah, no,
after the session.
I have solved the problem that I mentioned to you.
Okay.
So no problem
Okay.
anymore. But I will ask you something else about this program. But I have solved the other problem. So thank you anyway.
Okay, thank you. Anyone? Anyone? Okay, so if no one have any question, I will send the Google form to you, and or maybe you can send me an email and let me know when you are available for the language exchange program, because I was thinking that we should gather together for at least one time, and then we can, face to face and discuss about this maybe, and maybe for lunch or something, and we can take a picture and just something like that to do just all right. So if no one have any problem or questions, then I think that's call it a day. All right. So thank you for attending this explanatory. Okay, and I think I'll arrange a face to face, maybe lunchtime or something like that. So I hope to see you again. All right. So
Okay.
Okay,
thank
so
you very
thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
See you.
you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.